What up? What up, boys and girls? So apparently, people want to update on the Ram. You know, because you would think, and I'm sure they're thinking, it's fixed. Everything's good. Wrong. It's been down over 2 months. Truck's still not fixed. So they still have not told me what is wrong with the truck. Well, we know what's wrong with the truck, but what caused it, we don't know. You know, we have speculation that it's awfully funny. As soon as a dealer put the turbo actuator in it, I got it back and started making this noise. Like, is it a coincidence? I think not. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at with it now. We're still waiting. So, and they called me last week, and I remember when I broke down. It was hot. It was I broke down late at night, and I just had a whole lot of stuff going on, and there was stuff in the refrigerator, and I didn't think nothing of it because there's an inverter and the refrigerator runs 24/7. It's always running. So they called me last week after letting it sit for, I don't know, a month and a half. Apparently the batteries had died. Okay? Well, you have a refrigerator constant draw for a month and a half. They know it was in there. So then, what happens when a battery dies and there's stuff in the refrigerator? It starts to stink. Well, so they called and said, we can't work on it until you authorize us to clean it for $150. Now, mind you, this truck has 40,000 miles on it. Nickel and dime me to death. Like, brand new truck, nickel and dime me to death. And they had the nerve to tell me that, oh, we've had the motor for a week, but we couldn't get a hold of you, so we can't work on it. Well, you didn't try. You know, the simple fact of we've been waiting for months, and I'm pretty sure I didn't, but I know, pretty sure someone else had called for an update in the last week. And still, you know, they said nothing. So it's Ram. It's really embarrassing, you know. Like, it just amazes me that a company as big as them could take this long, and B, be that penny. Like $150. So it should be spotless and immaculate when I get it back. But for $150 cleaning fee, you're really gonna hold up a $30,000 job? 25, whatever it is, you know. It's not cheap on a brand new Ram. My buddy's got to pay for a turbo at the dealership, and that's $7,500. When his 60,000 mile Ram, 2019, needs a new turbo, $7,500 to put a turbo in it. Can you imagine what they're charging for a motor? So it just amazes me how little Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, they're all together. How little they care about the customer after they've sold the truck. So we approved $150. Needless to say, I wasn't happy and I come unglued. But whatever. Give me my truck so I can get from under it. Well, now, you figure this one out. They had to cut the bolts from the torque converter. This is a brand new truck with 40,000 miles. Why did you have to cut the torque converter bolts? They did. And they're on back order. They can't get the bolts. You are not going to convince me that a 40,000 mile truck, the torque converter bolts would not come out. There's no way. No way in tarnation. I've got a 96 that I can get bolts out of. You know? So, mechanics nowadays, and I don't know exactly what's going on or who's working on it, but I'll tell you from what I see, they're lazy. Pure lazy. Like, mechanics aren't what they used to be. You used to be able to take old mechanic, old motor and old truck, and they diag the truck. They look at the truck, and they fix it. Not no more. Need a computer. Computer don't say it. I don't know what it is. Like, there's no... I don't want to say there's no skill, and I'm not talking bad about mechanics.
In half a mile, continue straight onto Clyde Street.
Truck mechanics, there is no skill. And it's upsetting, you know, depressing and disgusting. You know, as a mechanic, you know, I get the aggravation. I understand it. But, on the other hand, you signed up for that. Like, you know what a mechanic gets into. You know what they do. Like, for example, I know what it does.
Continue straight onto Clyde Street.
It's exactly why I am not going to, hold on. Let me get around this no truck route. Be right back. So, like I was saying, I want to redo the whole front end on this truck. Not that it needs it, I just want to redo it. Well, I'm not going to get into that because I know what it entails. But I'm also didn't sign up to be a full-time mechanic. So, you know, the most valuable thing, person, in trucking is a good mechanic. And unfortunately, they are really, really hard to find. It's upsetting. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. They did the fist pump. So, yeah, the truck's still down. So now I'm waiting on torque converter bolts that are on back order, which...
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Center Road.
It would take a lot to convince me that they needed to cut them, but maybe. But it is what it is. They cut them. You know why? Because they don't care. Like, this dealership has showed me they don't care. There's no reason...
Turn left.
...for this truck to be down this long. None at all.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
But it's also, it's warranty work, you know? So, they're not going to rush on warranty work. So, that's my little rant on the truck. We don't have an answer. You know, we don't know what's what. Doesn't make sense, you know? And the truck's going to be for sale. I'm not going to really push anything until I know, you know, what's going on. I'm not going to try to sell you a truck that I couldn't tell you. Hell, at this point, it may never run again. Who knows? But, yeah, so the truck is still down. And if I wasn't the situation I'm in, you know, and didn't save and prepare for a truck that I didn't trust from the beginning, Chrysler really would have put me out of business. Like, that's the stuff that puts people out of business. For example, I'm not talking bad at him. Look at hauling cash. Dodge put him out of business. Shut him right down out of business. Everybody's still, oh, Chrysler, it's you, it's me, you know. It's me, it's my truck. It's because I haul heavy, you know. All the other trucks don't matter. You know what I mean? You know how many trucks are down that I know of right now? Needing new motors? And that's just the major stuff, you know. So, there's other stuff that, Lord have mercy, these turns in Indiana. I gotta
Turn right to stay on Indiana 128 West.
Good stuff I'm dealing with. But yeah, so the truck's still down. You know, we're gonna sell it. Luckily and unfortunately,
Continue for 9
a
miles.
lot of money on that truck. And I purchased that truck correctly. In February, I paid $61,000 for that truck. Well, as of right now, I think I owe $49,000 on the truck. Not many people can say or do that, you know. So, and I did that because I didn't expect the truck to last the whole time. I didn't expect the truck to go out after 4 months, but I didn't expect it to be a long-term truck. So the truck will be for sale with a new motor. They have a new motor, new turbo, and all that. And I believe the way everything came through, like that, they had to buy a full crate motor. Just because the way everything imploded through the motor, I don't think they would be that dumb to use the existing anything. But you never know at this point. So the truck is still down. We're still waiting on Chrysler. It's in Virginia. Like I said, it's a shame and it's disgusting, but I'm just glad that I decided to go with another truck rather than wait on Ram. So that's the deal with the truck, guys. It's still broke. Chrysler don't care. Matter of fact, they're worried about $150. Don't worry about the $50,000 it cost me in revenue. Too much, don't worry about that. That's okay. We can sit home because of Corona. Yeah. But alright, guys, we're out. That's the video. Next video coming up, I've had a lot of requests, will be the fuel mileage on this old zipper. So, alright guys, like, share, subscribe, hit that ding ding, and I will see